Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the special coverage of the election results here with Eyewitness News. We're now joined in studio here at the Results Center in Pretoria by Gayton McKenzie, a man who has every reason to celebrate today. Welcome, Gayton.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting development, the growth of the party, a young party at that, all around the country. What do you make of that?
Well, you know what? For us, it's not a surprise or not unexpected because we put in the hard work.
Yeah.
We're expecting today. President Kenny Kunene said we would have had more seats if the IEC didn't mess up.
What was the mess up?
A lot of our members were told that they're not registered at a particular station. People that have lived there all their lives were told, for instance, no, you don't vote here, you vote there in Tokoza. But a person stays in El Rado Park.
Yeah.
So then for us, and then it wasn't even something that only affected our party, but a lot of other parties have the same complaint.
With the candidate registration process, right?
Yes.
But nonetheless, you have emerged quite significant moving in and literally gaining votes. Say, City of Joburg, let's start there. Very impressive number. You've got how many seats now there?
Well, at the moment, we got 4 seats currently in the previous thing. We are waiting today for the final thing, but we've already won El Rado Park with a 3/3 majority, I think.
Yes. and I mean, it matters to you. El Dorado Park actually matters.
That's our base.
That's why.
You know, for us, El Rado Park is probably, you know, they always say El Rado Park is like the head office for colored people. There's this, the street, that's what they call it. But the people of El Dorado Park has been very loyal to us. They stood by us. I mean, 12,000 people voted in El Rado Park and 10,000 of them voted for the PA because they know we are there for them. Parties has been lying to them. And not only El Rado Park, we took Reicha Park, the ward in Ekurhuleni, we took Ennerdale in Ekurhuleni, we took Tokoza in Ekurhuleni. So yeah, our people are realizing that you have dying parties and your future parties. We are a future party.
Absolutely. And the Western Cape. Serious inroads. Beaufort West. Let's just start there.
Yeah, Beaufort West, we've got a powerhouse there. Our leader, Truman Prince, he's really worked very hard. In Beaufort West, there'll be no government without us. We've taken 3 wards in Beaufort West, and we're still awaiting today for the PR seats. We did the same in Laingsburg, so the whole central Karoo belongs to the PA. Yeah.
What do you plan to do with that vote in terms of coalition?
You know, for us, we are not picky of who we're going with the coalition. If the AWB still existed, we'd have gone with the AWB.
Would your voters agree with that?
No, our voters, you see, I'm not the type of leaders that is not trusted by the people that voted for him.
Yeah.
The people that voted for the PA, they trust the leadership. For us, we will go into coalition with anybody that changes the lives of the people that voted for us. We are not there to represent ourselves and our ideology. We want, you know, ideology does not feed people. Ideology does not give jobs. Ideology does not give bursaries. We want to go with anybody in any coalition that will do the things that we want. Number one, we want all the illegal foreigners out. If you agree with that, we'll go into coalition with you. All the illegal foreigners must go home because our people don't have jobs. Number two, all the successful business people like myself, or most of them, the bailouts were made available, although I didn't use it, but it was made available. It's time for the ordinary citizens of this country also to have a bailout. And what better bailout than to say all your old rates and taxes, you're going to write off. Everybody must start at 000. COVID has been hard on people. The people need a break, and I think this is an excellent break for the ordinary men and women of this country.
I mean, there's been a lot of developments. We've heard earlier, as I said to you earlier just now, that, Action SA leader Herman Mashaba says, I will not work with the ANC at any cost in the city of Joburg. And I think there will need to be conversations between yourselves and parties such as the ANC and the DA and the EFF going forward. And you say that you don't mind,
we
you're
don't
willing
mind
to talk to anybody, which means then you could talk to Herman as well.
Of course, I think, he's a good man. I had a chat with him earlier, and we already started talking with Herman. We already told him, listen, man, let's talk. We found a point of agreement with Herman Mashaba, which is the illegal foreigners. So Herman is actually the first person we should be, or we ought to be speaking to. My thing is that I don't have the hatred for the ANC. Neither do I have hatred for the DA. The ANC kicked us out last time. But this is politics. We should have protected ourselves better. But we say this time, The PA is not going to talk. I mean, we are in 44 different municipalities and where we already have representation. This time, we're not going to have 44 different meetings.
Yeah.
We're going to meet with the ANC, we're going to meet with the DA, and we're going to meet with the leaders and say, all right, when we talk here, we don't talk for one municipality. We talk for 44. So yeah, we are not, we will talk to anybody. We're going to speak to the Freedom Front Plus. We're going to speak to anybody. We're even willing to speak to the EFF if it's going to benefit our members.
And just as we wrap up, what do you then do, for example, in the city of Joburg, if you find yourself in such a position that you do not particularly weigh any vote, but you can have a presence in council? Would you be pushing for representation in terms of mayoral representatives, maybe?
No.
Council MMCs and
We
that
do not want chairpersons of portfolios. We do not, our vote, we will be the kingmakers. People think Mashaba is going to be the kingmaker. No. We have already won wards. We've won Eldos, convincingly. We are going to make sure in the city of Joburg that we are going to become, the lowest we're willing to accept is MMC positions. Not you give us a portfolio here. We've made that mistakes in the past. Those mistakes, we're no longer making those mistakes. We're coming for power. We'd rather go back as ordinary councillors, but we're here for power.
And lastly, who has approached you so far to come on board except the conversation with Mashaba?
Well, everyone. You know, everybody has been saying, listen, we see you doing well. You know, people start being all nice. Hey, how are you? And
New friends
and stuff like that.
Yes.
So for us, like, we are not arrogant. We are willing to talk to anybody, as long as we are here for our people. And I mean, you know that the majority of our voters are colored people, which has been marginalized, forgotten. And we are here to say one thing. No longer shall a colored be treated as nothing in this country. And we will never oppress any other race. We want everybody to be treated equal. But colored people will be respected as from now on in this country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Of course, Gayton McKenzie, who is a leader of the Patriotic Alliance, which has been one of those smaller parties that have seen a great growth in this particular election. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Eyewitness News with Theto Mahlakoana.